So you're a product developer and the boss wants to know whether your latest design is likely to meet your customer's durability spec. If the loading on your part is very simple, you just check your stress against a fatigue curve. If the predicted life is larger than your customer's requirement, then you're good. But what if you have more complicated loading? That's trickier. You could try looking on your uniaxial fatigue curve at the stress that is equal to the max principal stress. This can work when the loads are tensile and the loading direction doesn't change much. But the tension fatigue curve isn't the same as the compression fatigue curve, which isn't the same as the shear fatigue curve. Also, if your loading direction changes dynamically, it causes damage, even if the amplitude of the max principal stress is 0. A uniaxial curve just isn't enough information to get the job done when we have multiaxial loading. Let's go back to basics. Damage is about crack growth. Cracks start as microscopic precursors. Under cyclic loads, they grow, first very slowly and then later much faster. The growth rate depends on the orientation of the crack. A crack lined up just right with a loading direction will grow rapidly, but a crack in another direction might not grow at all. When the part is new, cracks in all orientations are present, but after we've operated the part for a while, cracks are only seen in the preferred orientations that develop the fastest. So of all the ways a crack could possibly develop under your loads, which grows the fastest? Use critical plane analysis to find out. It works like this. First, pick a plane, then calculate the load history that this specific plane experiences. Then calculate the number of cycles a crack precursor would take to grow from its initial size to its end-of-life size. Finally, repeat the calculation for all planes. The plane that gives you the shortest life tells you the life of your part, and it tells you about the failure mode. Now, you don't want to do this calculation by hand, but it's simple with a computer. Critical plane analysis works every time, no matter how tricky your loads get. So smile and tell your boss to bring it. You are ready. Endurica, get durability right before the boss calls.